Today is September 11th, 2021, which marks the 20th anniversary of September 11th. The terrorist attacks literally 20 years ago. So yeah, this is going to be a different kind of video, of course. I mean, it's not going to be a music video, not going to be a dance video, as you can clearly see. This is going to be a video of me kind of talking about the event. Clearly, I was only 2 months old when it happened, so I can't really say what I remember from that day, because I was in daycare, you know what I'm saying? I was being taken care of, you know, not knowing what's going on in the world, let alone a terrorist attack. Like, I didn't know what was going on. But I will tell you guys what my parents have told me and their recollection of that day. Okay, so my dad, you know what I'm saying, when it was happening at work, you know what I'm saying, my dad, he kept telling me that everybody was just watching the TV. Literally just watching the television, you know what I'm saying? Because when they first saw the the plane going to the first building, nobody really saw it. But, you know, when it was being recorded, you know, the World Trade Center burning and stuff, my dad and his co-workers at the time were saying that it was an accident. It must have been an accident. You know what I'm saying? It was just an accident. You know, they probably didn't mean to, but dang, that's sad. Because, you know, people finna die now. And then they saw the second, you know, plane going to the second building. And that's when they were like, man, that's a terrorist attack. Yeah, that's apparently his friends were saying. And, you know, of course he agreed with it. Turned out to be true, of course. And my dad's, one of his first intentions, well, not intention, but one of the first things that he was doing was calling on my mom, making sure she was okay. Apparently he was calling around. A lot of people at that time didn't really know what to do, for what I was told. A lot of people didn't know what to do. They checked on literally everybody in their family, making sure that they're okay, making sure they're not, you know, in any situation or nothing. So, yeah, my dad, you know, I forgot what my dad told me after that. My mom was on the couch, just sitting, just watching. Apparently she called my grandmother, God rest her soul. Then they called my daycare, you know what I'm saying? Apparently times were very hectic, you know what I'm saying? Apparently the phone lines were off the chain that day. You know what I'm saying? It was just a regular day, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really expected nothing like this. And I'm saying that like I know what was going on at that time. I didn't, you know, I was a baby. But, yeah, I remember my first kind of, you know, my first knowledge of 9/11 was, at school. In second grade, actually. I don't know what happened in kindergarten or first grade, but I don't think I was introduced into 9/11 on those 2 days. Because I don't remember those 2 days. I only remember second grade, because in school, we do a moment of silence for 9/11. You know what I mean? It's a very sad time. So, I don't remember the moment of silence from kindergarten or first grade. But I do remember second grade, though. I remember over the intercom, it was like, we're going to have a moment of silence for 9/11 and for those who lost their lives that day. Then we had the moment of silence, and that was it. And I'm here like, what's September 11th? What is that? What is 9/11? What is that? What is a terrorist attack? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I remember coming home from that day. Yeah, I remember so much. It's crazy. This is literally like 2008. Yeah, 2008. Yeah, 2008. I remember coming back home, sitting in this, not this exact chair, but it's in the exact room facing right here. The computer's right here. But there's the old computer, you know what I'm saying? And I looked up 9/11 immediately. And I went on YouTube, and I'm like, what? This looks like a movie, was my exact words. I'm like, yo, this looks like a movie. Wow. What is going on? You know what I mean? Like, I was confused. I'm here like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Why is there planes going into these buildings? You know what I mean? And then I looked into it. Oh, these people attacked. Wow. But, I would say ignorant things. I'm here like, I would ask some ignorant questions. Like, why didn't they just run out? why didn't they just get out when they saw a plane was coming? You know, I was saying a lot of ignorant stuff. I was a kid, you know, so I would do that. Why didn't they just parachute out? Why don't they got garbage bags? Can't they just, you know, I was saying a lot of ignorant stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, of course, I got older and I understood what was going on here and there. And then, of course, I would ask my mom and dad about it. And, you know, they told me the story that I just said just now that they would tell me. And, yeah, and after that, you know what I'm saying, 9/11 was a very interesting topic that I tended to search up more. Like, I always searched up 9/11 and I would be like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I would research a lot about it. Like, I really would, definitely. Like, the thing is, I would research conspiracy theories. How in the world the terrorists even got on that plane to begin with. There'd be certain documentaries about it, you know what I'm saying? Apparently they said that this what's it called? The towers could not fall. Apparently they said these towers could not fall at all. Like, fire could not burn through it. But guess what? We saw that was nonsense. That was BS. See all the casualties, the people literally jumping from the building, the times the planes went out, calls of people saying goodbye for the last time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gruesome looking it up, but it's so interesting. And the thing with the terrorists, everything went their way, everything, to make this attack happen. Like, it's crazy. I look at videos on the ground surface of people just recording it, a lot of videos, and it's just crazy. And all those people, they're probably like, they're really doing more stuff now. Like, it's crazy. Like, more stuff now, as in, like, some of those people that recorded videos, we would see them how they are nowadays, and we'll see them and graduate from college, or, you know, they're growing up, or, you know, they're on to better things and stuff like that, and how scared they were that day. They would tell the stories of how terrified they was, and other stuff as well. Like, let's see, people are still dying to this day from 9/11 because, you know, they breathed in a lot of the toxic fumes from when the buildings crashed. When they couldn't run fast enough, they would breathe a lot of that in, and they would get cancer from it. Yeah, it was horrible, and people are still dying to this day about it, from it, you know, 20 years ago. And there's people that still haven't been found yet. Like, it's horrible. It must be horrible to be a family member of the people that passed away. It must be. I can imagine that feeling. It must be a horrible feeling, is what I'm saying. Like, I can imagine my dad literally passing away in that way. You feel me? A terrorist attack? Like, that's horrible. Like, over something that you had no control over. Those, like, you just minding your own business. Yeah, like, it's just, it is very depressing when you read more about it. But, you know, I could go on and on about it. I really can. But here's the thing. The thing is with 9/11, it's something that really changed the way we do things now. Like, it really is. Like, there's much more security now. There's much more, restrictions on flight. You know what I'm saying? There's a much more tracking of certain events to make sure that this never happens again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always did wonder. I mean, like, yo, what if 9/11 happened in my generation? As in, like, what if it happens now? Type stuff. What if it happens now? What if it happens now? Like, how would that be? How would that be? You know what I mean? Like, how would it be? Like, how would people react? Like, that would be crazy. For real. And they tried to attack the World Trade Center literally back in 1993 to try to bomb it. But, you know, it was, you know, that was failed. You know what I mean? And also, there was a mall underneath the World Trade Center, too. There was a mall underneath. I remember. I remember hearing about it. That was crazy. But, yeah, the World Trade Center, things with those two towers is that they were so beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? They were just regular towers, and they just looked beautiful to me. Twin towers. Who would have thought making two of the exact same buildings, and they're tall, like really tall. That's why I do kind of wish that they made twin World Trade Centers right now. That would have been dope. I mean, just the aesthetic of it, you know, two symmetrical, same buildings. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I've always admired the two World Trade Centers. You know, the pictures of them. There's beautiful pictures of the World Trade Centers, like it really is. But you know, unfortunately, we don't have them no more. My mom and dad, I think, went to the World Trade Center back in like the '90s. I think, or at least they saw it. You know, they went to New York. I wasn't born yet, I don't think. So, yeah. But yeah. I mean, that's that. Always just it's just you know when I read about these things, stuff like this, it's so depressing, but sometimes I just can't help but be interested in it because like there's much more to 9/11 that I just gotta explore. It's very interesting. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? So if you have any loved ones that was a part of 9/11 in any way, shape, or form that you've lost in any way, my condolences go out to you. If you're still dealing with the problems of 9/11, my condolences as well. Yeah, I can't imagine. I really can't. People are still being found to this day. Like, not found, but like, identified. Like, it's just, it's just so sickening. And thousands of people passed. Like, kids. When I heard kids pass when I was younger, I'm like, wow. They did not care. Like, I remember when they killed Osama bin Laden. I didn't know who he was. Like, for real. Like, I'm surprised I didn't know who that was. But, I digress. So, yeah.